So by now, most of you should know, my name is Yusef Scott, and I want to welcome you to the So Darn Easy Forex University. Alright, so by now, most of you should know that my name is Yusef Scott, and I am the guy behind the So Darn Easy Forex University. I'm the founder of the So Darn Easy Forex University, which is formerly known as the So Darn Easy Forex Movement. Alright, now, as I always tell you guys, I'm very thankful to have you guys here on my channel watching my content, since there are tons of other Forex channels and content you guys to be following and watching and reading up on online. Alright, now remember, we don't just have our YouTube platform, we're actually on social media as well, of course, our Facebook and our Instagram channels. So make sure you follow us over there so you can stay up to snuff on everything we have going on. All right, now listen, this video today is going to be talking about none other than the $800 in 2 minutes video that I put out last evening. I had someone who had, well, basically this video is going to be about how did I do it, okay? And it's going to be a breakdown on what all was going on with my thinking and all that stuff with that particular trade. And what's motivating this video is that I had a couple people who had messaged me since putting the video out. You guys know how it is. I get a lot of responses about videos, but I had a couple people who wanted to know specifically, hey, listen, do you have a strategy that will allow us to make gains that fast? So let me explain a few things real quick. Now, for starters, as I told you guys in the video, the whole purpose of the video was, one, to shed light on, well, the real reason why I wanted to make that video was to shed light on the fact that, listen, the strategy that I have, the low-risk scalping strategy, is very accurate, okay? And I was very confident that the market would respond the way that I did. That was a short-term scalping opportunity where I saw the market doing what it was supposed to do. I saw it setting up just the way that I wanted it, and I hurried up and I pulled the trigger on it. I said, you know what, I'm going to record this so people they can see it, and I pulled the trigger on it. Okay, and the fantastic thing about that is, you guys are able to witness it. You guys are able to see just how confident I was. I didn't tell you guys that it was going to be a long-term move. You guys noticed that market continued to push down yesterday, but it was a quick scalp which allowed me to get into the market going up just enough to show you guys, listen, with pinpoint accuracy, I can tell you that the market is about to do this, and boom, you get into the market and it doesn't. All right, so really I was going against the grain, so to speak, because if you look at the market was originally going down. Okay, yes, for the day the market was going up, but originally the market was going down. So you were really going against the grain, and which is something that I talk about during training, something that I teach my students when scalping. I teach them how to, what to look at, what to look for, and which is why I got in on the trade. I knew that some people would be a little confused, like, okay, why is he doing it? I don't see why. And it really depends on which way you look at it, which perspective you're looking at it from. But I got in on it, and I was able to capitalize, $800-900 in less than 2 minutes. That's crazy. It was ridiculous amount of money. It was really fast. But the question came in, the questions came in about, well, I'll say around the fact that how can we grow our money that fast? Okay, now let me tell you guys something. The reason why I was able to grow that money that fast is it's not necessarily because of the strategy, which I could say, well, listen, put $500 in your account, and even trading at 10 cents, you're going to grow your money $800-900 in 2 minutes. That's ridiculous. That's not something I would say, and that's not the reason. That's not how you do it. The reason why I grew my money that fast is because the level that I was trading at, the volume, I was trading at a really heavy volume, and because of the accuracy, I knew that it was going to be a short-term trade. I knew it was going to be a short trade. I wasn't looking to hold the trade for a long time, because just as I tell my students, and just as anybody should know, if you're looking at the market, that market was going down. I was going against the grain. So it's a little riskier, but when you know what you're doing, like I said, that video was to it was to showcase with pinpoint accuracy how I called the market going up, and the market did boom, just as I expected. And I was able to capitalize on that. And the reason why that account grew that fast was because of the volume that I was trading at. I was trading at a very high volume, okay? And the market did that. But I knew where the market was going on a short term, And if you guys watch any of my videos that I put out, there are times when I scalp, and I would tell you, oh, this may turn into a long-term move. That's not what I saw in that one. It's not what I saw, which is why I didn't say that. So just to answer your question, that market was setting up, okay? It was setting up, but to be quite honest with you, it trapped a lot of people, okay? I know that it trapped a lot of people because if you look at just the way that it was set up, most people probably would have expected the market to do or to continue going up because of how the day candle looked. That's what they would have expected. But if you notice, the market didn't remain that way. It did not remain that way. The market turned all the way around. And that's one of the things that you have to be careful for. You have to be careful about when you're trading the market. And this is why I teach my students the way that I do. I show them everything about the market in terms of the long term, in terms of the little things to look for, and these things are all around the perfect entry strategy and the stay in your trade strategy, and those two strategies alone will help you see how the market will fake you out, how it could fake you out. You'll know, okay, if someone was trading this market going down and then they lost, they were probably doing this, that, and the third. Okay, not that particular market, but just in general, So that's just something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. That particular trade worked out very well. There was a meaning behind that trade. There was a purpose behind doing that trade and letting you guys see, listen, that confidence and that accuracy goes a long way. Okay, being able to tell people publicly, hey, listen, expect this market to go up. That takes confidence and it takes accuracy. Sometimes I go back on some of the videos that I've made, but on August 31st, ladies and gentlemen, no, I keep saying August, but on September 30th, this past September 30th, I put out a video about the Euro USD. And I mentioned to you guys in October, that video was made on the 30th of September, but it was, the title said October 2019. So I was giving you my analysis for 2019. So my analysis was that market was going to go up. Now, the day that I created the video, it was on the 30th of September. And if you notice, on the 1st of September, on the 1st of October, the market went up and it's been going up since. Of course, you had days that, the market pulled back a day or so, but that's the way of the market. The market, its normal ebb and flow is to go up, pull back, keep going up. So that's just how it is. But having that confidence, that accuracy of, I put out the video the next day and beyond, the market kept going up. So that's something that, that will come with time. If you guys are not able to do that, trust me, the longer you stay in the game, the better your craft will be. I'm telling you. I happen to have been trading for years now, so it's nothing for me. It's more so, telling someone my opinion about something. Well, I can tell you what I see in the market based on with the things that I've experienced already. Because the market is doing the same thing that it's always done. It may appear to be different, but it's really doing the same thing. Now, a setup may not be exactly the same, but overall, the setup is still the same. It's showing you the same thing. And these are the things that I teach my students, the things to look for, because the market cannot really fake you out unless you leave something open. And if you leave yourself exposed or you're jumping the gun, then that's when they may come and bite you. So you have to really be on your game when you're trading, okay? And really know what you're looking for. So listen, that's all for now. I just want to give you guys a little insight on, you know, what that trade was all about. Very short trade, and then also answer the questions in reference to, you know, how could someone grow their money that fast? And just to let you guys know again, that video was not about how much I made or really how fast I made it. Although the title of the video said that, there's always an underlying message that I want to get through to people. And it's about the confidence, one, and the accuracy, two. Okay? And that's my way of showcasing, listen, this is how accurate this strategy is. When I can say this market is going to do this in the market, and I'm going to show you what it's going to do, and you're going to watch what it does, and there you have it. All right, so you guys have another short of a fantastic day. I'll see you guys very soon. All right, peace.